The Trojans will kick it off to get us underway. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. He leaves it with his back. That's 35. He's open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Got room at the 35. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Fires to the tight end. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, South Carolina. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Down, here comes this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Connection to the right. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. That type of big play can even make travelers perk up and take notice.
And man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosive playmakers, making explosive plays down the field, finding those big wide receivers, making big plays.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Hicks.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there, and they're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Using the quick game. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you could do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
From the gun, running back on the move.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Here comes the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his hand down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Pressure coming. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
This time on target. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
And the Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He'll take it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. If you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't.
He'll take a deep shot here. And that pass is intercepted. At midfield, he's got room. Takes it the other way. Running inside the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Trojans. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it, can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look and you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Well, that linebacker sacked that quarterback, and he was on him quicker than a hiccup.
Yeah, and you see quarterbacks back there pointing and telling the offensive line who to block, and, well, it didn't work, okay? He was not prepared for that. He comes scot-free, and the quarterback pays the consequences for that one.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job.
First down for the offense. They'll run the option. Got enough for the first. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
The end of the first quarter with the score USC 14, South Carolina 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown USC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Old Dominion is running away with this one behind an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 21 over the Pandas. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Defense is about getting the guy on the ground, holding on for dear life. It's hard, I know, with so much speed on the outside, but you got to get that guy on the ground. When you miss one tackle, next thing you know, all that extra yardage is killing your defense.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll try the run. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting on this block, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On the move. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Moves around to clear up the vision. It's complete on the right side. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
Great job by the defense here, rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
The Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give out of the gun. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Never a doubt.
That makes the score. USC 21, South Carolina 10.
So So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line gets set, first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He'll try to do it himself. Got him, and nobody's close. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. They'll immediately call timeout.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Getting some heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the right. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab. It's Stewart. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense is ready to go back to work. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Rutgers is piling on the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget. They're up by 21 over the Sharks. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Fast motion from the offense. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Stewart. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Picked up some yardage on that completion, but still a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the connection. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
On 3rd down, offenses have their plays. What they like in 3rd and short, what they like 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now, it's incumbent on the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Goes to the option. Got the first down and more. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that, too, because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. No, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Trojans will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance. On fourth down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
They want to run it left here. At the 35, he's loose. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. He wants to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
This running back is so dangerous. He's going to hurt you running the ball, but they find creative ways to get him the ball in the passing game as well. Beautiful job setting up the screen. He was acting as if he was blocking, let the defender run right by him, and then he made magic happen after he had the ball in his hands.
They'll go with a direct snap. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, USC 21, South Carolina 17.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking for a gap. It's strong. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. To the ground. He's got it again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They move on top here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period.
USC 21.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They try to get it outside on the left. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. This offense has a 2nd down play. Give to the running back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's going to run it. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll ride his man on the option. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the 1st down. He needed less than a yard, didn't hesitate, didn't think about the field goal, probably a little long for that, but they get the 1st down.
And now that you've got it and a fresh set of downs, look at where they are in the field. You're sort of in that fringe area. There are a lot of coaches that like to take shots at this specific juncture of the field. Let's see what the offense does here.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. They run the reverse. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Well, this offense can get after you a variety of ways in their running game, and one of the ways they do it is by using their wide receivers on jet sweeps. Good example right there.
All wideouts, no backs. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Trying to escape and get it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, just nowhere to go there. And it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. Feeling some heat. And that ball is picked off. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
South Carolina. And they'll take over 1st and 10.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the 4th quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get frantic, but I would like to see them stay aggressive, too. You put a touchdown up on the board here, and this goes back to being a 2-possession game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. At the 35, he's got room. Touchdown, South Carolina. And they take it in for 6 more points. He'll try to tack on one more.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Middle Tennessee is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 35 over the Coyotes. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. And what a break to get that football back. At this juncture, that would have been catastrophe.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Second down after the offense recovered its own fumble. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
They say pressure busts pipes. This quarterback can attest to that. Goodness gracious. They're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
Trying to get to him. Got his man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down. Yeah, and you're just running at a time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency. Down, late in the game. I need to force some plays, Palmer, probably down the field.
And if you're the defense, you can have that all day. We're going to play big zones. We're going to keep the ball in front of us. We've got the lead. You're going to have to make catches like that, make us miss. But you want to keep throwing those little dink and dunk throws? Have at it, because if you keep doing that, we're going to win the game.
Pulls it in. It's Stewart. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He's looking for an open man on second down. He's right on target. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil, guys. See if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.